Assalamualaikum and good evening. Sarawak marked another historic achievement in the agricultural sector when it emerged as the first state in Malaysia to successfully produce perennial rice, thus opening a new chapter in efforts to increase local rice production and strengthen food security. Sarawak Premier Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg said the success was the result of over 2 decades of research through strategic collaboration with Yunnan University, China. According to him, perennial rice technology has the potential to transform the paddy growing sector in Sarawak as it is capable of taking advantage of areas of peat land that were previously less suitable for agriculture, besides being able to be expanded to other areas with agricultural potential.
So hari ini kita rasa we make a breakthrough. I think in Malaysia belum lagi ada perennial rice. I don't think so in Malaysia. And Sarawak is the first, producing perennial rice. You don't have to replant. We are the first. So we become the leader lah. Even agriculture we can transform. Saya mula-mula tidak percaya lah. Though you try to convince me, I said, betul ke tidak? Tapi let us try lah, try. But today we see it. Jadi betul-betul ada, betul-betul ada.
He said this when completing the harvesting ceremony of the perennial variety paddy planting project in Kuala Baram here on Thursday. To ensure that the technology continues to be developed, he proposed the establishment of the research centre involving the collaboration of the Sarawak Land Custody and Development Authority (LCDA), Ministry for Food, Industry, Commodity and Regional Development, and Yunnan University to accelerate the development and commercialisation of the technology. According to him, Sarawak is currently only able to produce around 20 to 21% of the state's rice needs, while the rest is still dependent on imports. Therefore, Datuk Petinggi Abang Zohari explained that the expansions of perennial variety paddy cultivation can increase the self-sufficiency level of the state and could potentially position Sarawak as a future rice exporter.
We can meet our own consumption, domestic consumption. Maybe ada surplus, we export lah. So maybe Sarawak become another Thailand, exporting rice to the region. And this is all because of technology. And then we produce our fertilizer to enrich the soil, therefore enriching the paddy itself.
Accordingly, he said that the Sarawak government will channel allocations through relevant ministries and LCDA to strengthen research and expand the use of perennial variety paddy technology to potential areas including Daro, Jamoreng and several coastal regions. Earlier, the Sarawak Premier also inspected the perennial variety rice planting area and heard a briefing on a development on the project presented by Borneo Land Paddy Sdn Bhd before officiating the harvest ceremony. Meanwhile, Datuk Petinggi Abang Zohari said the success of perennial rice variety research in Sarawak should serve as a catalyst for expanding research into native Borneo crops with commercial potential. The Sarawak Premier said strategic collaboration with Yunnan University, China, which has produced positive results in the development of perennial rice varieties, should be continued to explore the potential of other crops, particularly local fruits, that can contribute to the state's food security agenda.
I think what we can do the moment you are successful in this, really, the next thing is on other crops that is indigenous to Borneo that we can develop further, particularly fruits that will meet what we call food security. And then we share the product within the region in ASEAN.
Elaborating further, he said Sarawak has advantages in terms of suitable soil conditions and a conducive climate for research and the cultivations of various tropical crops. He added that stable weather conditions coupled with the use of technologies such as weather monitoring systems and data analysis could help improve the effectiveness of research and agricultural productivity. Therefore, these advantages are expected to position Sarawak as a strategic location for the development of tropical agricultural research, which can not only strengthen the state's food supply but also potentially produce high-value products for regional markets. His Majesty Sultan Ibrahim, King of Malaysia, granted an audience to Sarawak Premier Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg at Istana Pasir, Pelangi here on Wednesday. Also present were Johor Menteri Besar Datuk On Hafiz Ghazi, Sarawak Secretary Datuk Amar Muhammad Abu Bakar Marzuki and Johor State Financial Officer Datuk Muhammad Norazam Osman. The audience was held in an atmosphere of mutual respect and reflected the close ties between the leadership of Sarawak, Johor and the federal government. The audience also underscored the continued cordial relations and cooperation between the state governments in advancing shared interests for the development and the well-being of the people. Sarawak is formulating a long-term strategy to strengthen control over the state's strategic data and develop capabilities in aerospace technology in preparations for technological changes in the next 25 years. Sarawak Premier Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg said that among the main challenges that require attention is the use of spectrum, which is increasingly important following the transitions from reliance on fiber optic infrastructure to signal-based technology. According to him, future technological developments will increasingly depend on the transmission of signals through space, requiring Sarawak to examine its position and interests in spectrum matters.
And that's where the challenges is. The challenge now is for us to find a meeting point between space, they call it spectrum, under the jurisdiction of the federal government, as well as spectrum space control by the state.
He said this when speaking at the SACOFA 25th anniversary gala dinner here on Wednesday. He further explained that the matter has been referred to the Sarawak Attorney General's chamber for review before further discussions will be held with the federal government regarding the spectrum sharing issues. Commenting further, the Sarawak Premier said that the state is assessing the necessity of sovereign data storage to ensure that the state's strategic data is stored and known to the state government. Datuk Petinggi Abang Zohari also acknowledged that the target may be considered ambitious but stressed that data dominance is a crucial element in determining Sarawak's ability to move forward. According to him, Sarawak's future development can no longer only depend on physical assets or fixed infrastructure, but instead must also focus on intangible assets such as data, technology and aerospace capabilities. Earlier on, Minister for Utility and Telecommunication, Datuk Sri Julaihi Narawi, revealed that the overall capacity of Sarawak's telecommunication network will more than quadruple from 1.6 terabytes per second (TBPS) to 7.2 TBPS through the SACOFA Network Modernisation Programme, worth 185 million ringgit. He said the program, which commenced on November 2025 and is scheduled to be completed in 2027, marks an important step in strengthening the state's telecommunication infrastructure to meet the increasing demand for digital services.
This advancement requires more than increased connectivity. They require a modern, resilient, and high-capacity telecommunication network capable of supporting the growing demands of a digital economy and ensuring that Sarawak remains competitive in an increasingly connected world.
He further explained that the program will utilize optical transport network (OTN) technology, AI-based network intelligence, and new generation routing capabilities to increase the efficiency, capacity, and durability of the network. In addition to the overall capacity increase, the capacity of each site will also be increased from 10 gigabytes per second (Gbps) to 100 Gbps. Datuk Sri Julaihi, who is also SACOFA chairman, added that as of July 2026, as many as 365 sites, or about 50% of the total 732 sites, have been completed and are ready for use. At the same time, he said that a total of 367 other sites were currently undergoing the modernizations process. Sarawak will continue to strengthen the occupational safety and health agenda as a strategic component in supporting the state's economic transformation, ensuring that rapid development driven by artificial intelligence (AI), the hydrogen economy, renewable energy and high-tech industries is implemented sustainably without neglecting the well-being of the workforce. Sarawak Premier Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg said the economic development through the Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy (PCDS) 2030 requires a workforce that is not only highly skilled but also healthy, safe and resilient to meet the demands of the industry of the future. He said this in a text of speech read by Sarawak Deputy Premier Dr. Amar Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian at the opening ceremony of the 24th Asian Congress on Occupational Health ACOH 2026 at the Borneo Convention Centre, Kuching, BCCK on Thursday.
Most importantly, economic progress must never come at the expense of workers' health, safety, and dignity. The future of work must therefore be productive, but it must also be safe, healthy, inclusive, and sustainable.
He stressed that economic progress cannot be achieved at the expense of the safety, health, and dignity of workers, as these aspects form the foundation of productivity, competitiveness, and sustainable developments of the state. According to him, the changing job landscape due to AI, automation, digitalization, climate change, increasing psychosocial risks, and mental health matters requires a new approach in strengthening the occupational safety and health systems to align with technological developments and global industry needs. The Sarawak Premier said that in facing these changes, occupational safety and health professionals plays a crucial role in helping the government and industry build a safer, more productive, and resilient work environment. According to him, regional cooperation is critical to develop more progressive policies and solutions in facing the increasingly complex workplace environment and influenced by technological advancements and global changes. And that's the English edition with me, Saiful Bahri Muhammad. More news can be found in official portal ukas.sarawak.gov.my and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. Concluding the UKAS Bulletin with a video presentation for the School Level Consolation Prize category of the TikTok Challenge 2.0 2026. Hashtag Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.
Dintang 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 telah berjuri cupa ringan cu dari dalam cu ringan cu dari dalam.
Bersua lagi bersama saya, Martina Macana di Sugos TV. Pada episod kali ini, kita akan menjelajah Borneo Highlands. Petabi meting ngi Borneo.
Borneo ialah sebuah perkampungan terletak di pertengahan tanah tinggi Kelabit di timur Laut Sarawak. Sangat dekat dengan sempadan antarabangsa dengan Kalimantan, Indonesia. Borneo berada 3,280 kaki atas aras laut dan merupakan penempatan utama bagi suku kaum Kelabit yang terkenal dengan keunikan telinga panjang.
Nenek Sina Dok Ayok dan Puan Pengetua SMK Subis, Puan Lucy Suliman. Boleh tak Nenek terangkan bagaimana wujudnya telinga panjang?
Kena kami tekamak nak baru nak mami dah.
Nenek Sina Dok Ayuk sekarang ni berumur 80 tahun. Dia menceritakan kejadian telinga panjang. Semasa mereka membuat telinga panjang ni, bayi masih merangkak lagi, jadi dia tidak tahu rasa sakit itu. Sampai sekarang lah, di antara banyak-banyak yang sudah berusia, Nenek Sina Dok Ayuk ini yang masih tinggal mengekalkan budaya kaum Kelabit yang bertelinga panjang.
Malaysia di mata saya adalah sebuah rumah besar yang unik di mana melodi keceriaan gawai Dayak di Sarawak dapat ditarikan bersama rentak harmoni, perayaan Hari Raya, Tahun Baru Cina dan Deepavali di Semenanjung. Membuktikan bahawa perbezaan jarak dan budaya hanyalah jambatan yang memperkukuh ikatan kasih sayang kami sebagai satu bangsa.
Sekian saja jelajah Sugos TV pada kali ini. Jumpa lagi dalam episod yang akan datang. Terima kasih dan papuk beruh.